what skills have you learned from doing what would be your best preparation for panel?
Improv training?
There's a super convoluted way to ask that question, by the way.
Improv training, probably?
We did do improv training.
I would say the live podcast.
I would think panels.
Panels are definitely it. Like, panels are, I feel like, the closest thing we do on a regular basis.
There was that podcast we did it after the Gauntlet, where Kovic and Justine were on it. We were just in front of a live audience. I really like that podcast.
We were in front of a live audience? I thought we were...
Yeah.
Yeah, we were at the State Theater.
Oh, yeah. And Freddie came up. Yeah, they were all there. Okay, I was thinking about the one we did for the first Gauntlet, when we were at that bar. Which I actually liked that one, too, but it was kind of more of a regular podcast.
Yeah.
That seems like forever ago.
It's nice to have audience reaction, man.
It is nice to have that feedback.
It fires you up.
We should mention that we're doing a live podcast at ATX.
You were jumping in.
I just got...
I'm like heaving. I'm not like gagging, but like...
You know, after an earthquake, that all the pipes are cracked and then like water's leaking everywhere? I feel like that's my throat right now.
A few people have suggested that during the podcast panel at RTX we should have free beef stew for the audience.
Oh, Christ. Yeah. God. I don't know.
Speaking of gross stuff, I saw an awful video on YouTube. It was a thermal camera, like in a car chase. The guy leaves the car, you can see like this little white image running around and runs around the back of the house. Blows his head off with a shotgun. But you can see where his head went, because it's thermal.
Right.
You see like white dots, like some of it hits the wall and leaves like a hot stain on the wall.
Yeah.
Some of it's on top of a shed, and it's just like, oh, the head really isn't made of anything, it's goop.
You can see the whole audience goop.
Yeah, it was just like blowing up a watermelon or something.
Game of Thrones tell me that.
Yeah, and the fact that it was all thermal means it's not actually that gross, but you picture it being super gross.
It probably is. Oh, yeah.
Because you don't hear anything either, it's just like...
But you know what it is. Your brain
exactly,
built in the blank.
And the guy in the helicopter's like, he just killed himself.
It must look like a video game.
Looks a little bit Call of Duty. Yeah. Super gross.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
I saw a lot of like thermal imaging clips, I think, from war films before, and they're just like, but I don't know, it's something about the like one layer removed from reality makes it like really amplify the humanity aspect of it even more so, you know, because you're forced to like look at it. You get kind of desensitized to images that you've seen, like violence or whatever, but when you're forced to look in a new way, it kind of like makes you like reconnect with it. It's just like it's a little more jarring, I think, in that way.
I wonder what a thermal intercourse is like.
I'm sure they have it.
Two hot bodies.
Thermal.
Like especially right around the crotch area.
Yeah, I guess so.
All friction.
They have, you ever seen any of the X-ray porn stuff they've done?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Although I wouldn't know if I'd want to be subjected to radiation for that long of a period of time.
On your balls.
Yeah, it's
For like 2.5 minutes?
What's that?
What?
That's very nice of you to give me 2.5 minutes. Appreciate
There's no
that.
bone in the knob. So what are you showing them?
I think the ones I've seen are like blood flow.
I think they can just kind of like turn it down.
I've seen like MRI stuff.
Yeah. Like, they could show like when you're swallowing food, they show those MRI where you can see the tongue and everything. I think they just kind of like dial down the opacity. I don't know.
Of your skin?
The wave that goes through you, the X-ray or whatever. I don't know. It seems like there's a different level of sensitivity they can use.
They put it in Photoshop.
There you go.
It would be funny
Just like those fucking NASA photos.
if you couldn't see the dick or anything like that, but you did see like the woman's like vagina expanding somehow and contracting, like when the dick was going inside.
Or like just being shagged by Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like if you had like an invisible penis?
Yeah.
You could have a clear penis, like the equivalent of a butt plug. I've never seen that.
Oh, you know those like balls that you drop in water and they disappear? If it was made of that underwater.
I've seen those. I know exactly what he's talking about.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yes, if she was underwater and you just shoved like a penis one of them, like,
this is
I was
swallow.
just chewing.
Yeah, see, like you can see like the food doesn't have a bone in it, so you can see it go down.
You were just doing that in reverse.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Going up like that. God, when you look at humans like that, it's so creepy. Like, how do our necks just not break every second? It's just like, it's just literally just like a stack of bones. It's not even, they're not even connected to each other.
Also, the human body's really stupid. Like, everything you need to live is right here.
It's pretty fucked up.
It's like, oh, air, blood, water, whatever. Oh, just put all this in place.
In the thinnest, most wobbly part of
Put it
your
on the
body.
weak spot. Yeah.
Blood. Like, it does seem
Like,
like...
but you get blood, like, you have like your giant artery right there.
To feed the brain hole.
Right. Yeah.
It
You
doesn't
just
like...
said no and you agree.
As you go further out, everything
I
gets
was talking
tougher.
about a heart. And then you're like, oh yeah, you just got it.
Although it seems like trying to break a skull would be pretty fucking hard to do. Like, a round bone like that. It's just like, it seem to survive quite a bit, except for Gavin's video. So, what are we getting too gross here?
No, every time I think about it, like, there's nothing that grosses me out more than seeing someone's throat get slit, like on any television
What's
show.
this topic that we got?
I don't know.
Well, I'd
but
love to do an ad read at some point in this podcast. It's gonna happen.
I used to.
Well, they've done tests on decapitated heads, whether they can hear you.
I don't know if I believe all that.
Yeah, so like, they'll chop a head off, and it'll spasm, and like eyes and make it go crazy, and then it'll calm down. And there was an experiment where the guy just kept shouting his name, and he went like, and he just looked at him, and shut his eyes
So they
again, and he was like,
decapitated a guy for an experiment?
no, it was like in the past when people got their head off.
I think I remember one where they said that the guy was going to try to blink his eyes as long
Yes.
as possible.
Yeah.
After getting
But
decapitated.
apparently this guy, every time the guy shouted his name, it happened twice. He opened his eyes and like made eye contact, and then shut his eyes. It happened twice, and then he was just dead. Well, because you only die when there's no oxygen left in the brain.
Once all the blood drains out.
Yeah, well, there's oxygen in the blood, yeah.
Did you guys hear about the girl? I think it was posted on Reddit today. The girl who she fell in the icy creek, and she was underwater for 55 minutes, I'm gonna say. And after 2 hours, they were able to get her to a hospital, and they started warming her back up with a heart-lung machine. Which apparently, I didn't know this. When they give you heart surgery, they will suppress your body temperature. And when they pump the blood through the heart-lung machine, but then they put your body temperature way the fuck down because it slows your metabolism down. You don't use up all your glucose. It prevents like you having permanent damage, especially brain damage. I didn't know that. I read that in the article. So they used the technique of warming the blood back up. They like basically inserted 2 needles into her, I guess, a femoral artery probably. They said they went to her groin and pulled her blood out while warming it up to the machine. And she just, after about 2 minutes, opened her eyes.
So she wasn't drowned. She didn't drown. She just got really cold and dead.
Don't know. They were treating her for hypothermia. So maybe she fell in the water and somehow didn't inhale the water. I didn't
Or was,
think
like,
about that part of it.
floating. Yeah, because she was under the water.
Yeah, but she was, after 2 hours, they revived her. Like, she was dead for 2 hours, they revived her. She was like 2.5 years old at the time. It's now 2 years later. At least the article was 2 years later. She's had the only person to be revived for that long a period of time and have no like neurological ill effects from what
How
we
old
can
is
tell. She's now probably about 4 or 5 years old.
Oh.
To the point where the article even pointed out that medical journals call it miraculous, which is a weird word to read in a medical journal. Yeah. I'll try to get the actual story though, because while I was talking, I wasn't looking it up, so I'll look it up now.
So the guy who blew a hole in his brain with the...
What's going on here today?
What have you been doing?
I was just thinking of another medical miracle.
Have you been thinking about blowing your brains out?
You're talking about Phineas Gage.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, that's been overstated over the years. He was, that's a fucked up accident. He was, he had like some kind of blasting powder that he put in a crack.
Yeah, he's making railway tunnels.
And he was tamping with a steel pole. He was tamping the blasting powder into the rock crack, and it went off, and then fired this thing that he's holding straight up through his head. Like it went through the front of his head.
Well, I think what he was doing, he was looking over his shoulder, talking to someone.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, and it went like up his cheek, and then out the top of his head, just blew open his top. And then he apparently walked to the physician. So that it was interesting.
And they said it permanently, he had a frontal lobe injury, from what I remember, and it permanently changed his personality. Like, he was a nice, like, Christian, God-fearing man, as they would say back in the day. And after that, he just became, like, this miscreant, like, ended up dying in a bar fight, I believe, or something like that. That's
I thought
memory.
he got better over time.
The other crazy one that always reminds me of is the Russian scientist who stuck his head in the particle accelerator.
Oh, he had an electron go through his head, right?
Right.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
He lived, like, it deformed him for a while.
And, like, he lost, like, hair in the section where it went through. Yeah, but, like, an electron, a particle, through his head.
Up in his space all the time. Like, aren't the astronauts always getting peppered with tiny stuff? Like, they look at the wall of the shuttle and there's, like, little holes that went through it, like, 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Like micrometeor showers?
Yeah. And it's, like, through their helmets and stuff.
I think it's it's much more accelerated than particle accelerator. Like, much more focused.
What made him do that?
I think he didn't realize it was off.
Okay, so here's the today I learned. Today I learned that a 2.5-year-old girl, Michelle Funk, should be easy to look up, fell into a creek and was submerged for 66 minutes. When rescuers arrived, she didn't have a pulse and was not breathing. 3.5 hours after that, 3+ hours after that, her blood was warmed. When it reached 77 degrees Fahrenheit, she came back to life and is still living on site. 3 hours she was dead, no heartbeat, and then they just like said they woke her up.
Brought her back to life. She
Like the
John
guy
Snowed
had
it.
read about it, the doctor had read about articles of them using this technique on open heart surgery when they have to use the heart lung machine. And he thought, I'm going to try to do that if anyone ever has hypothermia. And then this little girl shows up with hypothermia, and he talked to the parents, talked about the risks, saying, if we do bring her back after 3 hours, she's probably going to have huge neurological deficits. And they were like, it's our only option, do it.
I wonder if that age is a big factor.
I would imagine so. Longest documented submersion with an intact neurological outcome. Crazy. It's a New York Times article. It's really cool.
Is it
No, it's 2 years ago.
Oh, this was published July 26, 1988. It was just linked today on Reddit.
Oh.
So you gotta be careful when you read that stuff. How in the hell? I guess the New York Times has gone back to their
So she's,
catalog
what, 30
and
now?
put that stuff online.
It's not enough views anymore.
No. Yeah, so she's gotta be
Like 30 or so, right?
she's gonna be chugging along. Let's see how she's doing. Maybe we don't find out. Maybe we just assume the best. So how about that? Let's just do that.
On the Austin subreddit today, someone posted a video that they had took with a VHS camera in Austin in 1996. It's like they're driving around town, looking at different landmarks. And the thing that's most shocking to me about that video is how little traffic there is.
Because never moved.
Oh, how little traffic there is in the video.
Yeah, in 1996.
I think it just didn't have a lot of views. I was like, well, specific video.
No,
Yeah.
it's weird. It's like an 11-minute long video or
I
so.
saw it.
Yeah.
They drive by like Tower Records.
Oh, there it is.
And, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Really fast. Yeah. That's the beginning of the video. But yeah, later on they drive like through downtown. It's like there's like one car in front of them.
Yeah.
That's really
They're
crazy.
Austrian, right?
I think one dude was Scottish,
Oh.
and he
This
loved
is
putting
downtown Austin?
the camera directly in the sun. This is by campus.
It's going to be at night from nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh my
so
God.
that's 24th Street,
Hole in the wall.
right? And they're turning left onto Guadalupe, and now they're heading down towards what these Tower Records is now long gone. Anyway, this is boring for everyone. There's no
Nobody
cars.
cares.
There's no cars anywhere.
You can park there. There was a parking spot right there on the drag.
He's the worst cameraman. His new Metallica is on sale.
But it was really interesting just to watch like how less crowded it seemed.
Was
at
it
the
weird
time.
for you to see that scene in the Day 5 trailer where there was no cars on the highway?
Yeah, that's
In
it's
Austin,
unnerving.
downtown Austin? It's weird to see.
Yeah, just because I
I
mean,
posted that on the Austin subreddit. I posted that.
The Day 5 trailer?
Today we're doing this new apocalyptic series that's based in Austin. Thought you guys might appreciate some of these like shots, these digital shots of Austin. And then they were like, and I just linked to them.
Oh,
They were
what?
like, fuck off.
Does
Yeah.
Austin hate Rooster Teeth?
It was enough to like keep it down. There was like, it's not a very trafficked subreddit, so it was like there was 40 upvotes. There was like 15 downvotes. Somebody was.
Why didn't they like it?
I don't know. Most people did. Most people were okay with it.
because they talk shit about the Chili's at 45th and Lamar.
And the lake level. And the
talk
fucking
shit.
lake level.
Well, thank God they finally stopped talking about that goddamn Chili's.
I love the
Dude,
Austin.
somebody
stuff.
posted in there. They had an image gallery of it. So
You say he posted his receipt?
he called it a bucket list thing. No. I thought it was just a receipt as well. It's a gallery.
Oh, I think it's food. Yeah,
And it's like a whole biopic of this guy going to goddamn Chili's. So anyway, this is really
Okay.
nobody else in the world gives a shit about this.
In that case, let me read this. I want to remind everyone that this episode of the Roosterteeth Podcast is brought to you by Casper. Casper is an online retailer of premium mattresses for a fraction of the cost. Casper is revolutionizing the mattress industry by cutting the cost of dealing with resellers and showrooms and passing its savings directly to the consumer. Casper's mattress is an obsessively engineered mattress at a very fair price. Casper combines two technologies, 3D latex foam and supportive memory foam, to create an award-winning sleep surface with just the right sink and just the right bounce. The breathable design sleeps cool to help you regulate your temperature through the night. I've got a Casper mattress, and I love it. It's soft and comfortable. I think I talk about it very frequently. You can buy it easily online, completely risk-free. Casper understands the importance of truly trying out a mattress that in all reality you spend a third of your life on. Casper offers free delivery and painless returns with a 1-day period, so you don't have to lie down in a showroom. Casper offers free shipping and returns from the U.S. and Canada. Get a Casper mattress for $500 for a twin or $950 for a king-size mattress. Compared to industry averages, an outstanding price point, and you can save an additional $50 for the mattress purchase by going to casper.com/roosterteeth, entering promo code roosterteeth. Casper.com/roosterteeth, promo code roosterteeth. Terms and conditions apply. Bye, man. So, I'm talking about.
So I want to apologize to Phoenix Gate. Apparently, I was telling my biologist told me some very personality change.
nothing sadder in the world than hurting yourself while you're asleep.
That's pretty sad.
I was out, like I mentioned, I was out of town for a couple of days, and I guess like for some reason, like while I was asleep, the first night I was there, like I like twisted my neck or my shoulder weird, and I was like, God, like just from being asleep, I hurt myself, and like even now
sleeping
it's
wrong?
right. It's like 3 days later, 4 days later, I'm like, oh, that ow. Yeah.
I went. Does that hurt you? Does that give you a ring?
It doesn't hurt. It's just sad when you realize you woke up because you farted. Nothing woke you up except your own fucking ass.
Your own
Was it the feeling or the sound?
The sound.
I think we do smell.
It's like,
The sound woke you up.
it happens.
It happens a lot.
It happens.
You wake yourself on the spot?
Yeah.
Do you have like a farting problem?
I do. I used to segue.
It's a little bump. That's a.
You have a
So-
small anus?
I don't know, maybe. It definitely won't
Drink a
make
lot.
me do.
Average anus.
Like my shits are the shape of a pencil. Is that what that indicates to you? Is that good or bad?
They come out as like little Play-Doh stars.
You're exactly right.
Do you prefer shit to put strain on your anus, or do you like your anus to do all the talking?
Why would
Oh,
you
God.
prefer
What are you looking at?
strain?
I regret it.
What did you look up?
I've looked up
Shit.
average anus diameter.
Oh my lord! Why?
I was curious.
Why did you image search it
It
first?
goes from like
Well,
dot to
then I went to
ghosty.
like the Wikipedia entry, and it's just like pictures of assholes right at the top.
Oh my god!
There's got to be people who have competitions about that.